Welcome back. Let's learn words the fun way. Today we are going to look at something called phrasal verbs to learn some advanced phrases that you can use about knowledge and understanding. Hi, I'm Ajit from Capshine. Capshine is a revolutionary learn it together English fluency program. With Capshine, learning English is easy, quick, fun, affordable, and effective. And we promise a whole new you in 6 months or less. So what are phrasal verbs? Well, phrasal verbs are verbs plus either an adverb or a preposition, right? So verbs are action words, adverbs are words that describe verbs, prepositions are words like of, on, about. For example, these are all phrasal verbs. What is so special about them? Well, the combination of these two, which creates a phrasal verb, has a non-literal or non-obvious meaning. For example, if you take this literally, look up means to look up, but look up as a phrasal verb means to research or reference something. I looked up the meaning of this word on the dictionary. Similarly, when you look after something, you are taking care of it. That's what the idiomatic or the phrasal verb definition means. Look forward to is to be excited about something. Right? So these are phrasal verbs, and as you become a more advanced speaker of the English language, you need to be using these to sound more fluent and be more capable. Let's learn some words related to knowledge and understanding. The first phrasal verb is get the picture. Get the picture doesn't mean you bought a picture, it means that you understood something or you understood the whole situation. For example, if you don't understand something, your doctor says, ask clarifying questions until you get the picture, right? So a doctor ideally would want you to get the entire idea about the treatment that you're undergoing and the significance of that for you to get the entire picture or get the picture. Great, let's look at another one. Get the wrong end of the stick. When you end up assuming something or you end up understanding something but it's completely wrong, you get the wrong end of the stick. For instance, Francis got hold of the wrong end of the stick. He completely misunderstood what Jason said. So to completely misunderstand something or to conclude that something is something else when it's actually something completely different is to get the wrong end of the stick, to understand or comprehend something completely off. Get your head around something. When you're trying to understand something, when you're trying to figure something out, you get your head around something. For example, at first people laughed at Elon Musk, because they simply could not get their head around the concept of humans colonizing Mars. So they just couldn't understand or completely understand that concepts by themselves. They couldn't comprehend the concept. So get your head around something means to understand or grasp a particular concept. Great. A gray area. If something is a gray area, it's something that you're not completely sure of. You know the colors black and white, and if something is black and white, it's either this or that. But many things in life appear in the gray area, in between. So if something is in the gray area for you, it means that you're not completely sure. You don't know everything about it, but you also know a little bit about it. For example, I'm always interested in drama that explores the gray areas of life, she told the reporter, suggesting things about life that not everyone is aware of. Not everyone has completely comprehended the gray areas. Great. Before we get into the other words, I want to quickly talk about the 30-day free trial with Capshine. With this, you get access to speaking opportunities, you learn and practice as a group, you get a personal coach who gives you feedback and recommendations on how to improve, and of course, daily micro challenges and lessons, and live classes where you can build your foundation, get your doubts solved, and improve your foundational skills. Let's continue with our discussion. Let's look at more phrasal verbs. If you don't have a clue, well, this means that you have no idea about what's being discussed or what you've just seen. My first day at work, I didn't have a clue about what I was supposed to do, right? To be completely lost, to not have a single clue, is to be completely unaware and having no understanding of something, to not have a clue. What do you mean when you jump to conclusions? It doesn't mean that you're really good at making conclusions. It just means that you make conclusions without much thought or without thinking too hard about it. Good doctors are usually careful not to jump to conclusions when diagnosing patients. So you may see certain signs and make assumptions and quickly come to a conclusion about something. But this may be wrong. You may be missing a lot of important facts. When you jump to conclusions, you make your mind up or you have an opinion very quickly, and you're usually likely to be wrong in that case. Jump to conclusions. And of course, putting two and two together. When you put two and two together, you look at some data, you look at something that's happening, and you come out with a conclusion. For example, she put two and two together and concluded that Joseph must be dating Jessica. So you see two people always hanging out together and they're always very close with each other. So you put two and two together and come to the conclusion that they must be together, right? So that's putting two and two together. There is also a variant of this. Mr. Joffrey's lawyer said that the police had put two and two together and made 5. This means that someone jumped to a conclusion. This means that someone made a conclusion but added so much more than what the data or evidence would suggest. To put two and two together and make 5. To make very bad conclusions. And finally, read between the lines. When you read between the lines, you look or you find things that are not explicitly stated. You can find out what is not said. For example, Samantha didn't go into details, but reading between the lines, it appears that she was forced to leave. So by looking at how they talk about it, what they speak, what they don't speak, what they get stressed about when they speak, it's easy to read between the lines and understand what they're not saying or understand something about them even though they have not said it. To read between the lines. Awesome! I hope you found this video entertaining and informative. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification button to not miss a video like this in the future. Also, don't forget to check out your 30-day free trial with Capshine. You can do this by going to capshine.com or downloading the app from the Play Store. Thanks for watching.